Scott Tulloch. I built a $35 million business on Instagram in 35 minutes. Bullshit. Scott Tulloch, Scott from Scotland. I'm putting this little thing together. Was it called a blog or a video? What was it called? Just to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
With business, with life, with self-help, belief, all the bullshit everyone's talking about nowadays. Don't forget to have fun. And I hope you have a bit of fun watching what me and Dylan put together. And tell your friends. And if you get any questions, press buttons or something downstairs and ask the questions, and Dylan will help me respond back to you with something very, very, very inspiring. We're supposed to be doing shit, and Byron Bay's got bushfires, state of emergency.
And declared a state of emergency across New South Wales.
Everywhere you look, it's just fire.
Kids are here.
I'm playing Roblox. And you are videoing me for no reason. Hi!
Supposed to be at school, don't want to go to school. For a city boy, it's a bit, what do you call it? It's a bit...
Frantic.
Hey. Oh, that's George.
You're right there, you've got a video camera going, have you?
Dinosaur feet. That's George's feet. I've never seen a toe like it. It's these ones. And I'm going to put them in the museum. He does say they're perfectly formed, but they're perfect. It's George's. We go to Branches for a coffee, have a chat with George, and then we're going to go across to a test kitchen to change some of the levels of the storage. Would you like my funky shoes?
They're funky.
Like, yeah, Max, they're so comfortable, but the colours.
I've never seen them before.
The colours are peculiar, but wow, they're so like
What are those? Yeah.
They get like 7 pairs for $300, whereas here in Australia you get 1 pair for 300. I mean, that's my 46 truck. I can get my Farmer Blind. I can find no purpose in just running, unless the cops are chasing me.
Yeah, but
move some of these pallet racking.
What's happening, Farmer Joe? Is the world ending?
I think the world is just reminding us how inhospitable Australia can be. I mean, it can look so fucking beautiful, but it can also fill you with great fucking concern.
What's that over in the distance?
That is the Lismore fire that's burning out of control.
Yeah.
I think it's at 2,600 hectares.
Jesus.
17 kilometres away from us in Byron and Mullumbimby. We need some rain. Last week we were worried about getting fucking rain, ran out of water. Now this week it's all fucking fires. Well, I've been asking some of the old locals, and allegedly some of the old worshipper guys, they said the rain is going to break on the 14th of November, the drought.
So that's tomorrow?
Yeah, or the day after. Sometimes I think, thank God for concrete. Then when we do some test product for new products, new launches, and it's also a place to get away from the office, to think. Because when you go to the office, there's a lot of shit happening.
Get the creative juices flowing.
It is.
Look at this.
So it's a little test kitchen. A few other people use this to make some products. That's how we started our business, in a kitchen, in an oven that size. Let me show you. We used to bake in a little oven, in a domestic oven, and then we got one of these from Silver Chef. It was at $3 grand, and it's because it looks professional. I remember the days when it turned up. We used to have 3 trays of muesli in there, bang them out, turn them over, and the smell would come out here, so it would fill the whole room full of beautiful smell. People would always say, "What are you making? What are you making?" Shut the door. And then went from 1 oven to 2 ovens to 3 ovens to 4, and then we got bigger. Also store some product here. Ah, I see what Sally means. These need to be moved. Let's try one first. Isn't that straight?
Or
Is that
sure.
wonky? It's fucking wonky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coffee time!
You always find that ladies go for champagne and oysters. Well, we should be doing that as blokes because oysters are better for men than women because they contain massive doses of, I think it's zinc. Is it zinc, George? What is it, oyster? But anyway, it's good for the male prostate. So, put the muscles away, go for the oysters. I was never an oyster fan until I was told that it's very, very good for the male prostate. This is what happens when you move to the country. Watch it act, fires on. What it does do is it brings a community together. So like yesterday, the Fireys, a mate of mine, his mate lives up there. They've lost some houses. So we kind of rallied, we got some food. I text other brands, coffee brands, food brands, kombucha brands to take food and drinks to the Mullum Services Club to take food to the Fireys. People come together. I just wish they had that same togetherness when it was fucking normal life. Sometimes it takes something like that to bring them together.
Wake up call.
Yeah. Tuesday afternoon swims. We go to Brunswick, jump in the river, then we come back. Boss. Tried to call you to come and move some stuff. So I've moved one. So when you go over, just move the other ones, and then I can move the other ones.
So just you move one.
One base high now. But the stuff that's there, if you move that, then I can fix the other ones.
No worries.
Here's my advice to anyone building a business. When you're building a business and you're going to manufacture, when you're totally focused on building the kitchen, make sure you have a thought for the storage, because we didn't. As we kept extending the kitchen, we never thought about storage. And now we've got this. The reason why when we left Sydney, one of the reasons was we had 3 storage spaces. Fucking same thing happened up here. We've got one here, one there, and one up my Willumba. As you can see, there's just stuff doesn't stay here, so we make stuff, hold it, send it somewhere else to be dispatched. And it's just stuff. And as all this stuff sits here, it's all money. 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Every pallet's about 10 grand worth.
What would you say your trademark is, if you have one?
Well, I guess the look I'm best known for is blue steel.
What's that look like? It's impressive.
Get big discounts like that. Us, from our suppliers, it's very rare.
What's that? So
We're doing...
Talking business. People out there, what would be some advice you'd give them to starting a business?
there's a million reasons why not to do it. There's really only one reason why to do it. And I think when the younger you are, the easier it is, because you, as you get older, you put more limits on the stuff you want to do, or you're familiar with doing. Something quite refreshing about naivety, being naive. You know, you always hear those stories about the young kids that come out of university, they're going to go and change the world and be a lawyer, be fucking whatever. But they get into the system, and the system keeps them right at the bottom of the pecking order, beats them down, shapes them for 10 years, 15 years, and then before you know it, they're nearly as bitter and as twisted as the system they were trying to change. So, it's got to have a go, mate. Have a go.
Have a go.
She'll be right.
So what would you recommend anyone out there handing in a resume?
It's fucking hard because you walk into a business, you drop off a resume. As you can see, everyone's doing something. So unless you get it into the hands of the right person, don't just drop it and then wait. Fucking phone them every day.
Yeah.
Come back in again. People are human. You can wear them down. It's like a guy chasing a girl or a girl chasing a guy. You know, if you can get them, but you've got to be resilient and committed to getting what you're after, and it's the same for a job.
So if you're a young person out there looking to get your first job, what would be a piece of advice you'd give them? Would you say, instead of handing an email and a resume, would you say maybe send an envelope? What do you reckon?
Don't bullshit unless you can back it up. And I would do an email and a phone call and then pop in. If you have the ability to pop in and see someone, and you kind of got to blag it, just pop in. If you know who you got to meet, you got to turn up and say, actually, I'm here to meet Dylan at 1 o'clock. And someone will go through and go, hang on, there's no meeting for Dylan. And he's got to blag it until that person comes. And when the person comes, you fess up and say, listen, I'm really sorry, but I just had to take this opportunity to kind of get to meet you. I know I don't have a meeting, but I just want to say hello and kind of have a quick 5 minutes of your time because I really want this job. You kind of got to blag it to stand out. And if they don't like you, then it's their fault, it's not your fault. Don't change that policy because that policy works. You may have just caught them on a bad day.
Great advice. Because this business has been around for 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
People look at it and they think, oh yeah, this is after 1 year, but not 10 years. Can you tell us a little bit about the slog? Yeah. Some of like the hustle moments when you might have had nothing in the bank account and then you somehow worked your way around it, or?
You know, they were the best moments.
Yeah.
Because they were the moments you just have to keep fighting. I done a podcast the other day with Mark Boris from the Mentor.
Of the people in the business, the speed at which they think, the speed at which they execute.
You're fired. And we're talking about the resilience. And you know, in business, I get off, and so does he get off, in the periods where you don't have anything. You know, when your times are tough, that's when you do your best work. That is it's a bit like a drug. I don't like your business sometimes when it's easy. You know, because we worked hard to get it into a good spot, but I really like the challenge. I love the fight. I love the fight of trying to do something different. And when it's all cruisy, it's like management. I don't like management. I like fighting to get somewhere forward, push more. And he's the same, and I'm guessing it's the same for many people who have that entrepreneurial or curious mind where to have nothing, you're very familiar with it. So when you get something, it's like a big pie. Black Nitro. We're starting to do a little belong.
Tell us about Black Nitro.
Black Nitro. Organic cold brew coffee made with filtered spring water infused with nitrogen.
Any questions? I'm the accidental guru.